another stream, but here I am. I think I just wanna get myself out there. Um, I don't really mind if I get any. I just wanna put myself out there. Um, I just read Berserk and Monster, and I just wanna say it's a really good experience reading Monster and Berserk. I can recommend anyone reading Monster and Berserk, and I wanna get more into Urasawa. Um, I want to get more into Urasawa. Um, I want to read all the mangas from him. I started to watch Pluto on Netflix. Pluto is really cool. I really want to talk more about it on my channel. I definitely want to talk more about manga in general on my channel. Also about my own manga, but the more I'm consuming other mangas and shows, the more I'm into talking more about it. Talking more about Urasawa works, and I want to talk about Gintama, and I want to talk about Monster, because all those shows are really amazing. I also want to talk about mangas like Bakuman, because apparently nobody talks about mangas like Bakuman, and I really like Bakuman. This is the reason why I called the stream I'm gonna talk about manga live. First, I just wanted to call the stream I talk about manga. Um, because I was like, yeah, I just gonna talk about manga, but I wasn't sure if I'm also gonna talk about life and not just manga the whole time. But life was too general, so I said I'm gonna call this stream. I talk about manga and about life to not limitations. Then I can talk about everything. But I surely will come back to talk about manga a lot. I just like Monster a lot. It's a really good experience. I'm at chapter 43 or something. I don't remember which chapter I'm directly at. I have a list where I put down which chapters and episodes I am with every show and manga I'm reading. And yeah, it's really good so far. I don't really know a lot about Johan, the enemy. I'm already a little bit spoiled about Monster, but I don't really know what is going on and in which direction this goes. So it's really interesting. I really love the pacing. It's a really good experience. I think Urasawa is a really amazing artist. Hey, and it's your first time here. Okay, cool. Um, yeah, I just really like Urasawa and what he's doing in his art. I also watched some episodes of Pluto on Netflix, and shows you full face. No, I don't want to right now. I just want to have this perspective right now. Um, yeah. So, um, this is my full face. I look like shit right now. Whatever. um, Yeah, but I can recommend Monster to anyone out there. Like, I can really recommend. Urasawa is such an amazing artist. I just love his work. The more I'm reading manga, the more appreciation I have for Urasawa, the more I want to know about him. I get more appreciation for Berserk recently. I can recommend anyone reading Berserk. Like, reading Berserk is such an experience. It's so well done. Oh my fucking god, I fucking love Berserk. I also really like Gintama. I didn't watch a lot of it, but hey, how are you doing? I'm really good. Thank you very much for the question. It's so weird for me to interact with chat, but I'm getting used to it. Um, Thanks for asking. But yeah, I can recommend anyone reading Berserk. Berserk is such an amazing manga, and I have to tell you, I'm coming out of a really bad depression. Had a big depression for a long time, and in that time it was really hard for me. I couldn't read anything. It was just too hard for me to do anything, you know? And then I started to continue reading Berserk, and because I was going through a lot of depressive episodes, I don't feel a lot when I read something, and it's really hard for me to read something because I don't feel anything. But over time, I develop appreciation for the works, and I realize that those works do much more with me than I'm actually aware of it. And I just love Berserk, and I appreciate Berserk. And I just like Berserk. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I also love Monster by Urasawa. Like, I don't know. Urasawa is such a genius. And the thing is, I'm consuming a lot of Anitube where people talk about um manga stuff, you know? And I hear those things and I wish I could talk like them about it. But I'm just not at that experience with reading a lot of stuff because I was going through a lot of depressive phases where I couldn't read a lot of manga. And now I'm slowly getting into it and I'm taking my time reading it, and reading manga is meaningful, and I can like, if you really read good stuff, it can make your life better. um I know I don't talk a lot about um the manga in itself, but I don't know, I just want to express how it helps my mood, you know, and I'm getting slowly out of depression for reading manga. It's a little bit of a therapy for me. Guts is a therapy session for me. Um, I love. Um, yeah, Monster has a really interesting pacing to me. Um, Monster has a really interesting pacing for me. It takes its time and it builds a lot of mystery, and I think that's amazing. It takes its time to build up to the whole like crimes around Johann, and it is really interesting. It really feels like a crime, and um, I think it's fucking amazing. But I have to read that stuff more often and educate myself more about those things, um, to actually understand what is going on and how I can express myself and what is actually good about it. I think a lot of times I don't really notice what is so good about those things, and I can't express well what I like about those things. And I definitely want to express more about what I like so much about those things. What I like, what those manga do well, because I have the experience of drawing manga myself, so I have some experience a lot of people don't have, um but then I have the lack of not reading a lot. And yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah. Um Monster is so good. Oh my gosh. The thing is, I take my time reading it. Like sometimes a lot of times I just read one chapter a day. And then I just have to let it settle in, and I don't read longer. Um but yeah, Monster is really good. And I definitely think I want to talk more about it. Um I'm planning to talk more about it on my channel, you know. Um yeah, I just can't do like videos where I talk about um where I like put like image material into my videos, like manga scenes or stuff, because you can get copyright strikes for that, and I don't want my channel to get taken down, so I don't do that. Maybe I can do that in the future when I am a bigger channel, but I don't do that in the moment. But I mean, I can still talk about it. I think people will still have a good time when I just talk about it, you know. So yeah. Um yeah, I can repeat it. Read fucking Monster. It's so amazing, and it would be really cool to build a community where I can talk about all the mangas I enjoy reading with people, that we can share our thoughts with each other. That would have been really awesome. I want to do all kinds of things, but I also want to do that. And I'm looking really forward to that. And this is why I'm doing the streams, to get myself out there. I don't care if I get any subscribers right now, because I think it's just enough to just do a stream. Um, oh my gosh, that was a loud car. I don't know if you heard that. I'm doing a stream and getting yourself out there, you know, and yeah, putting yourself out there, and people notice you, even if you don't get any subscribers at the moment, people notice you, and some people come back, and this is how you build a community on YouTube. And I think it just takes time, especially today. But you just have to keep going, and you can do it. And yeah, it's not just for me. I'm not just, oh, I just want to have subscribers. It's about building a community. That's the most important thing for me. And growing subscribers is, of course, part of it, but it's not just, oh, I want to have a high number, but nobody gives a shit. I don't want that. So, yeah. And I just wonder what kind of mentality um my community is going to have, what kind of people am I going to attract, that's just really interesting to me. So yeah, um but I really want to read more Berserk. I want to watch more of Urasawa's work. I feel a lot for those shows and for the manga. And yeah, I think it's really amazing. I really like Urasawa. Um, he is a really amazing author. I also like his art. I can't say how good his art is. I'm not as good enough artist that I can say how good of an artist he is, but I like how he depicts things. I like his art. It has a lot of character. Um, and of course, I like the art of Berserk. I really, really like the art of Berserk. I had to get used to it first, but now I really love it. Um, yeah. Oh my gosh, there are 21 people watching. That's insane, dude. Sometimes there's so many people watching in the same time. That's really fucking crazy, man. All those people watching in the same time, that's insane. Now it's 11 people watching. Alright. Um, yeah, I just really like. I also want to watch more Gintama because I think you can talk a lot about Gintama as well. I think Gintama is really good too, you know. Today I watched an episode of K-On! Actually. Um, that's something out there. Like that's a really cute show, right? It's a really I also like cozy stuff sometimes too, you know. And I mentioned in a post like I want to watch more cozy stuff, you know. And by the way, when I stream, I don't really know really what I'm doing. I have to get used to this whole like streaming thing. I'm not quite there yet. I'm learning. But the more you talk, the more you practice, I guess. So yeah. Um I just watched an episode of K-On! It was really cool. I also want to watch Lucky Star. Maybe I have also stuff to say about those shows. Those are totally different shows than Monster or Berserk, you know, but I still like those shows. There's still something interesting, and maybe I can even talk about that when I want to, you know? I also want to talk about, oh my gosh, what I also love is Fruits Basket. Fruits Basket is also really cool. Like, even if you're a guy, and I know Fruits Basket is a shoujo, but let me tell you, you can go watch Fruits Basket. It's a really good, mm, it's a really good anime. I love Fruits Basket. I can highly recommend Fruits Basket. Everyone should watch Fruits Basket. Fruits Basket is really cool. I can recommend. I definitely want to do a video about Fruits Basket and maybe more videos where I just talk about Fruits Basket. I said term a lot. Yeah, I'm just in the beginning, I guess, of my anituber journey because it's not really easy for me to talk about those things at the moment because I don't know I don't really have a lot of good analytical skills when it comes to that, but I want to get more used to it, so the more I'm doing it, the better I become in it, you know? So you just have to keep going. Um yeah. Um that's that, I guess. So yeah. I think I'm going to stop the stream now. That was a fun stream. Maybe I'm going to do another stream tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next stream.